In this lesson, we're going to have a lot of fun and play around with polyrhythms. So we're going to mess around with the different scales, and we're going to do a scale per track, so they're all going to be like different lengths and maybe even speeds as well. So I took that kit again, which was kind of used for a polyrhythm idea anyway, but we're just going to build it back up again. So I've cleared it and we're going to come up with a different version. So we're going to start with the kick maybe. Maybe we'll leave it on that. So on that, you can see if you put it on 16 steps, you get that. But we can change this length, not only in full lengths like that, like 16, 32, and 48, and 64, but we can also change it to 15 steps and then it'll reset, or 14, or 4. Or 2. So maybe we'll leave that on 14, which is quite interesting. It's already got quite a nice little groove going. And then what I want to do with this is the reset length. So if I put this to 16, so this is the master length, remember? If we go to 16, it means it's gonna, even though that's 14, it's gonna reset after 16 steps. So it's gonna go 1 to 14, and then it's going to go 1, 2, and then it's going to reset. So check this out. You can see it there, right? So let me just change it to 18, and you'll see it kind of go here and then reset, which is quite cool as well. But what we're going to do is going to change that master length. I'm going to change it to 128 maybe. And then what we're going to do is bring some other elements in. Now the goal with this is to have different lengths for each track, so they're always moving and changing, and the interaction between them is always evolving. It gets you some really interesting kind of movements and grooves going on. I've heard a lot of techno using this as well. So if you have a 4/4 kick and then you put this stuff in, you can get these like really cool modular organic sequences going off. So we'll go for this sound next. And what we're going to do is just plant some random stuff in. So let's change it to 16 to start with. And let's just go like that. And we're going to change the length. I like that. Just going to bring the kick up a little bit. Already, that's just 2 sounds, and it sounds so interesting compared to just a straight 4/4 kick with, you know, the usual pattern going round and round. Are you enjoying this Syntakt tutorial, and would you like to develop your Syntakt skills even further? Well, I do have a 14-hour Syntakt Mastery Course available, which is split into 4 parts. The first part, the introductory course, is absolutely free, and you can sign up to that by clicking on the link in the video description below. And then following on from that, we go through beginner, advanced, and expert, which will take you through basic sound design right through to the advanced features and loads of tips and tricks, which often people don't really think about. And I'll be pushing the Syntakt to its absolute limits. I will say though, the introductory course is super basic. It's basically there just to give you an idea of how courses are structured in the learning portal, and also to give you an idea of my teaching style, which you are already familiar with from watching my YouTube videos. So don't wait, click on the link in the video description below, sign up, and I'll also send you some offers as well to get discount on the Syntakt Mastery courses. So my name's James Orvis, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this tutorial. This is just constantly evolving. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, maybe hats next. Or that. Let's go for that. Again, just plonk some stuff in randomly. Can't put these in yet because the scale, we need to open that up a bit. Change this scale to 7. You can change the scale if you want, so it's slower. Or we can go faster. Let's go half. Actually, I kind of like it there. Let's try the hats next. Tell you what we'll do with the hats. We'll put them on 1, 5, 9, and 13. And we'll put the length at a normal length, so we'll do 16 steps. And the reason for this is normally I would do that with a kick, and it would keep this constant, you know, 4/4 rhythm going, and then everything else would be syncopated and offbeat. Not offbeat, sorry, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit kind of like, it's not repetitive, it's not loopy. So what we're going to do is actually use the hat for that instead. So... now you've got something which is a bit more rigid. So you got that kind of dun 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 over and over again to give it that kind of straight techno feel. See what else we've got in here. Yeah, let's try a snare. Maybe we could have that on grid as well. Change the pitch of this one. Let's use live recording mode, quantized. I was lucky there. Sounds really cool, that. That's how I like to work with electrons. You just piss about until something works. We've got a modular techno hit on our hands. Let's put on a filter. Get a bit acidy and then move the filter around with recording mode on. So you can see with that one we've got a length of 6, but we could change it if we wanted to. Go 7. Gives it a different feel. Let's go 5. Now if this kind of style is your bag, I know there's some guys out there that are really into this kind of style. You can perform with the track lengths as well. So I'd say we'll stop there because we've got enough going. It's starting to get a bit messy. We could find some other elements that would work, but we'll just keep it at that for now. And what I'm going to do now is just go into the different tracks and change the lengths on the fly and just see how it feels. So we can go... Let's try it with some different elements as well. Can't really hear that one as much, but let's try the hats. kick. I think it works much better with this sound, right? Just turn it down a little bit. So with that one, it really works nicely. And don't forget, you could have extra little sounds like here. We could use that as a fill watch, so if we go 7. As soon as you go there, it kind of brings in that little. Yeah, if you're into this kind of like experimental techno polyrhythm stuff, this is great. Let's try the scale on this one. That's the kick, that one. So that's pretty much it for polyrhythms. It's a ton of fun, especially when playing around with the track lengths live. And I suggest going away and just experimenting with that. It also works for other styles as well. Like I've done this with electro tracks, I've done this with techno tracks, even melodic techno tracks as well. So like if you've got a melodic sequence, you can have melodic sequences with percussion and also melodies as well. And it really does just add an extra layer of coolness to a song, just makes it sound more intricate, makes you sound like an even better producer, because it just feels like you've done this really mental, intricate kind of percussion sound rather than just a straight clap and a straight hat. It's definitely worth playing around with polyrhythms.